Okay, 2004. What happened in 2004? I don't know, we'll find out. January, and a taste of madness to come, Britney Spears weds childhood friend Jason Alexander in a Las Vegas chapel. The marriage is annulled 3 days later. That was one of her first marriages. Sorry if it looks awful bright in here. Oh, and it's just been a wee bit darker. I've got a heater on. So yeah, Britney Spears, oh, she did mad shit. And she wed a childhood friend that she thought would be funny, as she explained to her mother. But I suppose what happens in Vegas. February, the phrase wardrobe malfunction enters the lexicon when Janet Jackson's right breast makes a surprise appearance during a Super Bowl performance with Justin Timberlake. More than 540,000 people complain. My God. Obviously, that 540,000 people have never seen a breast before. You know what I mean? The lyric that they sang before she exposed it was, "I'm gonna have you naked by the end of this song." Bang. And it was out, and she had like a nipple ring. I'm sorry for pointing there, but she did. She had like a nipple ring in. So what? I mean, I'm sure everybody in America's seen porn. So what's the big deal? March, still on breasts, a tired and emotional Courtney Love flashes hers live on TV in front of a surprised David Letterman. A few days later, she gives a passing pedestrian a similar eyeful on the streets of New York. I'm fed up talking about Courtney Love, so we'll just pass that one. April, the first big pop trial of the century kicks off when Michael Jackson pleads not guilty to 10 counts of child molestation, child abduction, and false imprisonment and extortion. Now, this happened to him back in the 90s, the early 90s, and it's come back again. Now, obviously, we know what happens to Michael Jackson in 2009, but talking if he was still alive, whether it's newsmongers or people wanting his money, he didn't have any money in the end up. He's got money now since he's died, but that's always the case. But surely if it's happened a second time, then people should be questioning it. He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. I don't question that in the slightest. But if it's come up for a second time, and I'm sure maybe if some Michael Jackson fans are going to look at this video and say he was innocent, fair enough, he was classed innocent in America. Now, maybe if that case had maybe happened in the UK, who knows, he might have been found innocent as well. I'm not saying our law is any better or any worse than yours, but when it comes up a second time for a musical star like Michael Jackson, you really need to start reconsidering things. But the whole thing with the Jodie Chandler accusations, his dad died, well actually killed himself a few weeks ago because of the pressures, and had major facial cosmetic surgery, so he wasn't recognised by Michael Jackson super fans, so they wouldn't see him. So it really just depends, but it did happen in 2004. So, but he was exonerated of it all. In May, Radiohead's Jonny Greenwood is appointed composer in residence at the BBC. Sadly, the EastEnders theme remains untampered with. Now, EastEnders is a British show here. You can get it all over the world on BBC America and everything. And Jonny Greenwood, is a part of Radiohead, the band. And most of you in America will know who they are. In June, England are kicked out of the Euro 2004 football championships. The nation echoes to the sounds of The Streets Dry Your Eyes. That's a great song, and Mike Skinner is a great music writer. And it's a really good song, so check out for the vid on YouTube. July, another eventful month for Courtney Love, as a warrant is issued for her arrest after failing to turn up at court day in Los Angeles, only for her to be hospitalised in New York amid claims she suffered a miscarriage. Who knows who that was with? She's had more rides than a bike. August, trouble in the Middle East as Palestine representatives accuse Colonel Gaddafi of fixing phone lines for Libya's entry to win the Arabic version of Pop Idol. For fuck's sake, get a life. That's really sad that that would even be done. It's a fucking music reality show. September, the Labour Party conference in Brighton gets a guest speaker. You'll never guess who. The right hand man of God, Bono. Beginning a quote, excuse me if I appear a little nervous, I'm not used to appearing before less than 80,000 people, end quote. He tells the audience. Again, another funny one from Bono. October, it's handbags at dawn for Elton John and Madonna when the Queen Mum of Pop puts the boot into the Queen of Pop at the Q Awards. Beginning of quote. Best fucking live act, he says. Since when has lip syncing been live? Well, the same could be said for Britney Spears. She's never sung a live song in her life. Sometimes I think, is it even her singing, because she's terrible. Really, really bad. Vanilla Ice in November hits the headlines when his Wallaroo, a kangaroo / wallaby hybrid, escaped and attacked a motorist. The poor dumb creature struggled with the sudden attention while the Wallaroo was taken back to its pen. December, the combined talents of Joss Stone and The Darkness, Lamar and Tom York joined forces at Band Aid's 20 Do They Know It's Christmas Hits #1. They had that back in 84, year I was born. And it was people like Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet, Bananarama, Status Quo, George Michael, Boy George. I didn't like the updated version, even though Robbie sang on it, but I didn't like it. But yeah, it was good. It raised loads and loads of money for Africa. And they also had the Live 8, as in the number 8, concerts all over the UK, and some parts, different parts of the world as well, to raise awareness. And they did the whole campaign with the white wristbands as well. So yeah, that was good. And then the quote of the year, which I can't believe I'm going to say this, but beginning a quote. The royal family are normal people. Prince Charles is fab. I'd suck his willy. End quote. And that was Sharon Osbourne. Takes the easy route to damehood. Enough said. So that was 2004. And the strange things that happen in music throughout the decade. But anyway, we'll move on to 2005.